Welcome, Twin Flames. I'm Rosa, and this is Purple LunaRose Tarot. Welcome, everyone. This is Twin Flames current energy update for December 2021. All right, everyone, before we get started, I want to start out by saying that the energy feels very calm. I am still sensing a lot of sadness or longing coming from Divine Masculine energy. Bridging energy seems to be a little bit in a lower vibrational energy. And then Divine Feminine energy, I do feel is more, I'm getting like a clean slate. I feel like there could have been some sort of massive forgiveness here in this situation. Divine Feminine probably recently went through something that made them understand Divine Masculine energy a little more, or maybe something became a little clearer. So I do have everything set up a little bit different this month. I'm actually not going to do an extended video for this reading. We're going to do the extended video portion right after the original reading. So it'll be free this month, just my gift to you. So no extended, just continue to watch, and the extended video will continue after this. In this particular reading, we are looking for the current energy. We're going to look at Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine current energy, and we're going to look at the bridging current energy. The bridging energy, of course, is what's connecting you. It's what you're both currently working on. We are going to clarify those cards with Rider-Waite, just to give us a really simple, basic answer as to what's going on both sides. Then, of course, we will move forward and look into the head, heart, and higher self of both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine to see what you're both thinking, feeling, and learning individually. We will pull some guidance cards at the end of that reading. I will start the extended reading the same way. We will look at the current energy for both masculine and feminine, also the bridging energy. But as we move forward, we're going to look at the past, present, and future energies of both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, again, individually. We'll look at messages from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine and messages from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine, and we will end that reading out with guidance also. Alright guys, so I'm just going to jump right in, and you'll notice that we have two of the same decks. I'm going to use Queen of the Moon for both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, and then we will do the Energy Oracle for the bridging energy. So let's start with Divine Masculine. I will say that the energy is somewhat higher than last month for November, but I do still sense a loss. So I feel like Divine Masculine feels like they've lost out on something. We have Resilience. So Resilience says that Divine Masculine is having to be strong during this time. And Patience. So what they're having to be strong about is patience. Now, I will say this Patience card has been coming out a lot for me lately. And this Patience card is a little bit different than all other Patience cards. The other Patience cards in other tarot decks or oracle decks, you'll see they usually have a clock around them, and it's talking about divine timing. In this Patience card, she has this balloon. The reason she has this balloon, if you look up the definition of this card for this book, Queen of the Moon, it talks about how she has waited. She has waited patiently. She's lived not in a lack mentality. She lived as if she was already won. She already had everything she needed. So I feel like Divine Masculine is definitely being rewarded. Something for the resilience. And it could be something about being patient and waiting for that divine timing. Alright, let's use... Alright, let's use the Energy Oracle. I wanted to jump ahead, but I guess we're going to the bridging energy first. I don't normally do it this way. I normally do both sides. But I feel like there's something that's going to repeat. Let's see. Current bridging energy. So we do have the broken heart coming out. I did sense that loss. On Divine Masculine side very strongly. Not so strongly on Divine Feminine. I feel like Divine Feminine is coming to some sort of understanding. Action. Wow, that's not what I expected. Okay, so action is number 15, and it definitely says Divine Feminine that it's maybe possible that you need to take some sort of action. So realization, I feel like you did take the action, because I did kind of get that feeling of realization, like you already understand something. Something happened, you took some sort of action, whether it had to do with self-care, self-love, whatever collectively Divine Feminines have been learning about. We've also been learning about codependency. So I definitely feel like many of us took an action towards that situation, and it's made you realize something. It's made something move here. But Broken Heart is still coming out as the bridging energy. Broken Heart in this energy oracle does say that the heart is mending. Like you can see at the top of the heart, it's starting to come back together. There is still this large gap. I do see the teardrop. So I definitely feel like it's possible that both parties are crying. Both parties could be emotional. Alright, let's clarify Divine Masculine. I feel like Divine Masculine has been resilient, could be very tired, definitely has been patient. We have Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit coming out. So it's possible that Divine Masculine may be like going within, spending a lot of time alone. Wheel of Fortune says something needs to start changing. Something else needs to happen. Something needs to bend in Divine Masculine's favor. I feel like that is what's happening, and that's why this Patience card is coming out with the balloon. Let's look over at Divine Feminine. What action did Divine Feminine take? Gave some sort of realization, understanding about something. So we have 5 of Wands. Whatever it was challenging. 9 of Cups. Okay, so I know 9 of Cups is normally like divine wishes being granted, but here lately 9 of Cups is about something being missing. That 10th cup is missing. So feeling of longing or missing something. But I feel like that's the realization, that's the action. Maybe Divine Feminine has realized that you're one. You're always connected. Alright, let's look at that bridging energy. What is the sadness? I can definitely feel it, both sides. But it doesn't seem like intense. It doesn't seem fearful. It just seems like settled. I'm sensing that many twins are offering forgiveness on both sides. We have the Tower coming out and Knight of Pentacles. On the bottom, the Fool. So the Tower coming out, I feel, is like what caused the broken heart. You clearly didn't expect the situation. Neither of you knew that this is what was happening and what you were going to have to deal with. Neither of you knew the extent of the journey. The Knight of Pentacles is a messenger. They bring a message that's very difficult to bring. Like, my heart just started racing. It's almost like it's nervous, but it's because the message is intense. The message itself about the journey, how difficult and intense the journey is. Definitely feeling like both parties are seeing that. And I'm going to take that Fool card because I definitely feel like both parties need to take the leap of faith. I feel like there's definitely a spiritual understanding between both parties. And I definitely feel like Spirit's asking you to put this Tower moment behind you. Move forward. Alright, so next we're going to use the Heal Yourself reading cards. And we're going to look at Divine Masculine, Head, Heart, and Higher Self. What is Divine Masculine thinking? So we have Inner Child coming out. So right away, I also picked up children. It's very possible that they're thinking about children or their children. But inner child for most of us will be about healing inner child issues, healing abandonment issues, healing rejection issues. Thinking about this could be saying that Divine Masculine is learning about his own inner child issues. In the heart space, we have courage. Courage coming out. It does look like someone is trying to like go after, like if this was divine masculine, it does look like someone's trying to come after them. Someone could be trying to pull them back. So in the heart space, there could be some sort of issue with the relationship, and they're definitely having to be courageous. Higher self, unleash your creativity. So threes are really sticking out. Ones and threes are big in this reading. So you guys could be seeing like 1111, 333. But 31, unleash your creativity, is about just that. I feel like divine masculine, when unleash your creativity comes out, it's when you're learning about your purpose. And I feel like that's collectively what's happening with divine masculine. So not too surprised to see the unleash your creativity. It's like start exploring new parts of yourself, divine masculine. Start seeing that you have other skills and other abilities than just what you know and what you think you have to do every day. Alright, so we are going to clarify, and we're going to do something a little special on divine masculine side. I actually pulled out the very first tarot deck that Rider-Waite tarot deck that I learned, Rider-Waite based tarot deck that I learned how to read tarot on. So that's what we're going to use to clarify. So let's look back here at inner child in the masculine headspace. Divine masculine could be thinking about their own children. I definitely picked that up right away. But also thinking about what happened in their childhood. There could be definitely some sort of abandonment issues with parents. I'm sensing like there's a mother. So we have the Emperor coming out. So the Emperor, a father figure. So I said mother, but father figure. Someone, it's about stability. And I feel like definitely and it says stability coming into your life. So I'm definitely feeling like for some of you, this divine masculine is very much thinking about their own children and their own children's stability. Aries, of course, does stick out. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles on this particular card does say money improvements and more coming your way. I feel like the reason it says that is because we all know Four of Pentacles is about releasing and letting go. But this Four of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles always gets this really bad, like people always just think, well, just why doesn't it just release? Well, the Four of Pentacles won't release because he thinks this is all he's going to get. So he's standing on two. He's crutching this one against his chest and this one in his crown. It's like he thinks if I let go of this, I'll never have more. And definitely that's not the case. And then Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles coming out tells me that divine masculine inner child issues could have to do with rejection, abandonment issues, parental issues, clearly with the Emperor card coming out, and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm definitely getting like mother, father, but it's about money. It's definitely about money. Like this particular divine masculine believes that money is what, I almost said what makes the world go round. That's just a saying people say here in the US, but I feel like this divine masculine feels like money is how to maybe like measure their worth or like the skill level that they're at. Queen of Pentacles is about finding new resources. It's also about taking control of a situation. Alright, let's look at courage in the heart space. So divine masculine, I definitely feel like could be collectively going through some sort of relationship issue. Needing to have courage to do something, to go somewhere. You can definitely tell in the picture like he's fixing to venture off somewhere. And he doesn't know where. He has the light. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords tells me it's something new. Aces are always something new coming in. This particular card says frustrations and double-edged sword. Hollow victory. So here's, I knew I had learned that somewhere. Alright, so you know how I always say that the Ace of Swords is sharp on both sides? It is a victory, but it does cost something. King of Cups. King of Cups, very much my twin flame clue card. It does say that this person could have blue eyes, fair or brown hair. This person right now is feeling very gentle. This person right now is feeling very emotional. And this card says shy. I'm not picking that energy up from divine masculine. I never feel like divine masculine is necessarily shy. but I do feel like they hide their feelings. And Six of Cups. Six of Cups is reunion, wanting to come back. Six of Cups talks about happy home, like childhood memories, that type of thing. I don't necessarily feel like this person is feeling like happy feelings about a childhood home with these particular cards here. I do feel like Six of Cups is more about reminiscing, nostalgia. In the heart space, this person definitely wants this victory, like this new beginning. I do feel like with their twin, and I do feel like they some sort of like memories. They're thinking about it, feeling it. Let's look at unleash your creativity. So higher self, divine masculine, definitely learning about their purpose, learning how to follow their purpose. We can all figure out eventually that we have a purpose and there's something here we're supposed to do, but learning like how to actually do it is usually the most difficult part. The sun, it's going to have something to do with youthfulness. This is happiness and bright prospects. King of Pentacles, man over 25 years. So this is going to be someone who's mature. Dark eyes, dark hair. It says business, arrogance, and powerful. So I'm definitely getting, like, I always get with this King of Pentacles in any deck. It's kind of like always someone that you put up on a pedestal. I feel like this is going to have something to do with the divine masculine's children. So you see the child on the sun card. I feel like the higher self is unleash your creativity, is teaching the divine masculine how to be this provider, protector, and provider for the children in different ways. Five of Cups coming out. I definitely sense this loss here. Five of Cups says that this is a dear cost. This isn't something that divine masculine can just give away or stop or do. And I feel like that's what the realization has happened. I feel like divine feminine has finally realized why this situation happened, like why this person couldn't do it their way. And I definitely feel like it's cost them. All right, so now we're going to look at divine feminine, head, heart, and higher self. So divine feminine, number 36. Again, the threes are everywhere. Hole in the soul. So hole in the soul is really easy. It just very much tells me that your heart hurts. You're missing something. You can tell like it's like the skeletal remains here. This could be for some. This could be in separation. Definitely separation. Definitely something happened to shake these two up. And I just want to say divine masculine more so than divine feminine. Divine feminine, please don't get upset with me. I'm not trying to say that your emotions are not relevant or they're not strong. It's just that I can definitely tell as we go through the steps collectively, and as the masculines are just now going through the steps collectively, their energy is much more intense, much more sorrowful, much more regretful than the divine feminine energy. But I'm definitely sensing like it's possible that you're understanding that, you're learning that, and that's why this is what you're thinking about. All right, now, this one's hard, guys. Wow. Okay, so let's do divine feminine heart space. All right, so we have pay attention to the signs. It's number 10. So I feel like you feel like spirit could be sending you a lot of signs. We will clarify. For some of you, I feel like it's saying you feel like spirit's not sending you any signs. And I want to say collectively, that's kind of what's been happening for divine feminine. It's almost like I taught you what I taught you, and spirit's telling you like, now I'm going to put you out here and you just have to do the things. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of how I feel. And so, yeah, it does seem like the signs have went down. The energy has like stabilized as it was just built up and built up and built up. And it was so intense. It's very much gotten calm as the divine masculine awakens. But pay attention to the signs. Could be saying that spirit is still bringing you signs, and maybe you're not seeing them. It's very possible. A lot of times this happens because there's expectations. You're expecting something divine feminine. You're expecting divine masculine to do something a certain way. And in order for you to learn and understand that it might not happen that way, there's clearly signs showing you that it's going to happen a different way. Some of those signs could have something to do with an owl. I recently put my owl back on my table. My middle son Samuel actually made this for me. I can't remember what grade. It's so old, I can't see the year, but I know he made that for me, and I keep it out here. I normally put like my bangles or my bracelets on his head, but that's what I use it for. And I just recently pulled him out, so the owls have definitely been sticking out to me. The lantern is sticking out to me. I know that sounds weird, but like being out in the woods, camping, nature, that is sticking out to me. Of course, she's in a cemetery. So, higher self, how teachable are you? I feel like that's definitely the card that was meant to come out. Divine Feminine is learning a massive, massive lesson here. I feel like we became really confident because we were so ahead. Divine Feminine energy was so far ahead. Just became super confident in what they were doing. And when you learn something like this lesson, where you're realizing that this happened, there really was a reason. This person really has been going through it. It's not just easy, cheesy for everybody. Yeah, like that really kind of, it will humble you really, really quickly. All right, so let's look at Hole in the Soul with the Llewellyn Tarot. Just seeing the Magician and the King of Cups. So we have Six of Cups again. Six of Cups again, reminiscing again, wanting to go back. Again, could have something to do with like childhood memories. We have the Priestess. The Priestess in this deck is very much like the Hierophant. It's about making things official and balancing things out. And Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles again. So I see that both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine are getting a lot of the same similar cards. And you guys both got Queen of Pentacles in what you're thinking. So Queen of Pentacles is about taking control. It can be about taking control of your finances. I think, just like I said, that's why you're thinking this, because that's why Divine Masculine is thinking this, that's why Divine Feminine is thinking this, because you guys both, Divine Feminine just realized that that's what was happening. I feel like Divine Feminine very easily was able to say that Divine Masculine wasn't on this journey because of Pentacles, because of money, because of wealth. It's very easy for the feminine to say, oh, they're just after the money, they don't care about love, and that's why they're doing the things. And I think Divine Feminine just recently realized that that is not the case. Did Divine Masculine need money for a certain situation? Yes, most likely. There's children involved. There's some sort of responsibility. Let's look at pay attention to the signs and the Divine Feminine heart space. So we have Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is usually the person you're reading for, but this is about confidence. This is about being confident enough to take an action. The Page of Pentacles, I feel like that's the action you're supposed to take. But Page of Pentacles, it could just be saying that you're feeling like this is the action you're supposed to take. Page of Pentacles is new. They're fearful. They're scared. They have good intentions, but there is fear. Page of Pentacles is about starting a new journey, giving someone a new, not just a new opportunity, but like a new option. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. And Nine of Pentacles is about confidence, independence. The Nine of Pentacles always talks about how she built all these pentacles up on her own. She didn't wait for anybody to come in and save her. She saved herself. I feel like that's what Divine Feminine is feeling. But I feel like Spirit's definitely telling you to pay attention to the signs. Be confident in yourself. You have two massive confidence cards here. All right, let's look at how teachable are you. So we have the Three of Pentacles, and I do want to say in the Llewellyn Tarot, she is by herself. In regular Rider-Waite, the Three of Pentacles will show three people. It always, to me, looks like they're in a church and they're building something. They respect each other. They want to work with each other. And Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, but I always notice that she's by herself. So I definitely feel like Divine Feminine's higher self is teaching them that they can do something on their own. We have Page of Swords. I feel like that's going to be about moving forward. Page of Swords always talks about wanting to look back, not able to move forward. But I feel like that's what Divine Feminine is learning right now. How to move forward, and maybe how to move forward not the way they had planned. And we have the Empress coming out. The Empress, so it's funny because the Empress in the original tarot that I had started reading very much talks about delays. And I hadn't looked at that card in so long that I didn't mention the word delays. And I hadn't used the word delays with the Empress for a super, super long time. But I just want to show you guys the Empress card. So here's the Empress card in the original tarot that I learned to read tarot with. And it says, delays will prove necessary. The Empress card is coming out in your higher self, Divine Feminine. So Divine Feminine is definitely learning that whatever delays happened here were for a reason. Whatever delays could even continue are for a reason. All right, we're going to end out the current energy update for December with guidance cards from Magical Times and Angel Answers. I did mix them together. So let's see what Spirit has to say about the situation. In the near future, so that's a timing, and it's telling me that something definitely is coming in. We have Dreamer. Your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. This is the magic of life. You have Manifestation. Your dreams have untold energy. Open the door and let them live. Desire and belief are your power. So dreams are really significant, definitely sticking out. Both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine most likely getting messages in your dreams. You have Adversity. See the gifts in challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. I definitely feel like this journey has been very difficult for this collective. You have Success. I feel like that's what's right around the corner. And you have Abundance. Again, what is right around the corner. Look at this. Listen to your intuition was on the bottom. I think that's perfect. I'm going to leave it right there. Alright guys, just continue to watch and we'll move forward with the extended video. Welcome. This is going to be the extended version of the December 2021 Twin Flame Current Energy Update. Alright guys, so if you've already purchased one of these from me before, then you know that the beginning starts out the same way. We're going to look at Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and Bridging Energy. The energy has shifted very, very slightly. Nothing like usual. When I usually get to this part, there's usually a big shift at this point. And I definitely feel like we're very much staying in that same calm, clean slate. I'm sensing a lot of forgiveness happening, that type of energy. So let's jump right in and look at Divine Masculine. And if you're watching this video, I want you to know that there's a particular message in the video for you. You want to take what resonates, leave whatever doesn't. But if it's definitely resonating with you, there's a reason you found the video. So we have the Change card coming out. Change is really specific for this Divine Masculine. It is number 35. This Divine Masculine, 35 is sticking out to me. But this particular card talks about how this person, the moon is supposed to represent a change. And this person is pushing off with her legs. So this person can either push the moon away and say, I don't want this change, and just keep trying to push, push, push. Or this person uses the moon to catapult into their future. And that's definitely the energy that I'm picking up there. Sovereignty. Look at that. Queen of the Moon coming out for Divine Masculine. Coming into their power. Alright, this time I feel like it's okay. I don't know why. First one it was like, nope, we're going in order. Alright, let's look at Divine Feminine. Also, Queen of the Moon Oracle. I was really thinking that we would see some repeat. So we have Trust, number 32. So the threes are definitely a big again. So whoever I'm talking to, you guys are seeing threes a lot. But Egg Moon is Trust. It tells me these two people are protected. There's two people in this egg. And it definitely tells me there is protection. And look at that, the Patience card. So there was a repeat. But this was actually on the Divine Masculine side from the first reading. So I feel like now that there's this understanding on Divine Feminine side about this trust, now that Divine Feminine understands why these things happen, I feel like Divine Feminine is having an easier time trusting the journey, and now is willing to wait more patiently. Alright, I want to look at the bridging energy next. So we have two coming out. The first card was Woman Holding a Coin in Reverse. Woman holding a coin in reverse to me is always like third party. And it's like, I always want to say it's all about the money. And third chakra coming out, Life Force Energy. Third chakra is the solar plex. It's all about personal power. And I feel like it's just saying that both people have taken care of this situation. We're going to clarify. Let's use Rider-Waite. So the Hanged Man coming out over here on Divine Masculine. I feel like that's the energy they were in. I feel like Divine Masculine finally in the present. The Moon over here, I do feel like Divine Feminine is really super emotional right now. I feel like both parties are emotional. But the reason Divine Feminine was emotional is because they didn't know what was happening. You were very much feeling Divine Masculine energy. And for the longest time in my Etsy shop, people kept sending me messages and they're like, what's happening? Why do I feel this? Definitely feeling their fear, definitely sensing their energy. Again, that's why I say Divine Masculine's energy was so powerful. King of Cups coming out, and the Death card, and Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay, so whatever is changed here, whatever this breakup, whatever this not understanding the worth or being all about the money, that's definitely coming to an end. King of Cups is more about emotions. Like this person is maybe getting more in tune with their personal emotions. The Scorpio definitely sticking out to me super big. But Scorpio, Death card is very much about death and transformation. I feel like the transformation is what's happened here is the money situation. And now the Ace of Wands coming out is saying it's time to take a new action. It's time to start a new journey. It's time to start a new part of your spiritual journey. Alright, we're going to use the Heal Yourself reading cards again for Divine Masculine. Let's look at Divine Masculine past, present, and future energies. So if you guys get an extended video, this is where the extended will differ from the original video. So now we're looking at past energy. What's happened in Divine Masculine energies recent past? So I not too shocked. And again, repeated card. Divine Feminine had this in the original, the first reading. It was in the headspace, what they were thinking about. And I think it's because they learned that that was what Divine Masculine was thinking about, and how they felt. And I feel like the reason you learned this Divine Feminine is because you felt it. Their energy was so strong and powerful, like I said earlier, that you were able to feel that. And it definitely was that 36, the threes again. But whole in the soul feeling, very much feeling like a longing, a missing of something. And maybe even like mess something up. Definitely gotta pick that up there. In the present, they're learning about inner child. And if you remember, that came out also, and it was in the Divine Masculine thinking space, very much what they're thinking in their head space. Inner child, this is what they're feeling. I feel like they're healing abandonment issues. I do feel like this particular divine masculine collective is very much healing abandonment and rejection issues, especially if they have their own children. And the wild card is coming out for future, and that just tells me that I feel like divine masculine is just going to unleash. If you remember, they had unleashed their creativity, and I feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like they've been trying to suppress energy for quite some time, and they're just going to like come out of their shell, or just it could even have something to do with like reappearance. All right, so we're going to clarify. Let's swap them around this time. Let's use Llewellyn Tarot for divine masculine. We have Eight of Swords coming out, self-restriction. I feel like in the past, divine masculine was very much keeping themselves locked away. Knight of Swords, they could have brought a message, or a message could have been brought to them that gave them some sort of freedom, some sort of liberation. And the Fool, the message definitely gives them some sort of liberation and courage to take the leap of faith. Start this journey. Inner Child coming out. We have the Universe. So I do feel like it's very possible that they're presently receiving messages from Spirit. The Universe is also about new opportunities. We have the Five of Swords. Two of Swords. So Two of Swords is about making a very important decision. Five of Swords, again, kind of like difficulties, challenges, arguments. I feel like this divine masculine is very much having a hard time making this decision presently about this new opportunity, because they're not able to see what's on the other side. They're not able to predict the future. They're not able to see what happens if I do make this decision. Four of Pentacles, about holding on tightly. That card also came out in the first original reading. So definitely feel like divine masculine is holding on to something, scared to let something go. And I do feel it's because they feel like that's all they're ever going to have. It's like divine masculine is still having a hard time believing. It's like they see it now, but it's about believing it. Let's look at the future energies. Why is this wild card here? So we have King of Wands, being confident, taking action. We also have King of Swords. Again, more action, but this is about communication. And the Magician. Those are three big cards. Magician is about manifestation, creation. All right, now we're going to look at divine feminine's past, present, and future energies. So we have that Patience card coming out, letting go. And Alchemy, beautiful, divine feminine. That's perfect. Patience comes out, it's number 23. Again, the 3 is everywhere. But Patience says that you're having to wait for something. I do feel like for some of you in the past, you thought you were having to wait. You were having to wait for union. And I feel like many of you have recently learned, especially with that full moon in Taurus that we just went through, and the new moon coming up with the total solar eclipse in Sagittarius. I'm just saying, I feel like it's definitely something, what you're waiting for was already there. It was there the entire time, and I feel like for many divine feminines in this collective, they very much understand that now. In the present, I feel like divine feminine is learning to let go, and the reason they're able to do this is because they have learned the situation. And then in the near future, we have number 25, Alchemy, and it just says that you take this that you've learned and you teach someone else, and you help someone else go through it. So when you're in that difficult time where you were crying and you just thought, why me, or I'm the only one, you need to take all of that and show someone else. All right, now let's go to my originals and see what we get for divine feminine. So the Strength card coming out right away. Strength card says inner strength. Definitely having to pull from your inner strength. It also says inner confrontation. It could be with yourself or others. I definitely feel like this was more about with yourself. Divine feminine going back and forth, fighting. Should I? Shouldn't I? The Lovers, that's what the issue is. Collectively, especially in in my tribe, I call you guys. I definitely feel like the Divine Feminine recently just learned the lesson that they don't have to choose between their twin and their soulmate. The Lovers to me is very much a twin flame. It's very much about a very important decision. I feel like Divine Feminine just recently realized like the oneness that somehow like it just clicked into place. They felt it, whether it was through energy, telepathy, signs, just trusting in the universe. But it's like something has fallen into place now about this situation. We have Four of Swords. Yes, Divine Feminine laying her swords down. Very much ready to rest. Very much understanding. At peace. Definitely. Let's look at letting go in the present. We have Knight of Wands. Someone brought you a message about taking an action. A courageous action. Three of Swords. That brings massive healing to this broken heart. If you remember correctly, broken heart was the bridging energy. Page of Cups came out with the Chariot. So that kind of tells me there is an offer that will happen here. I do feel like Divine Feminine does make the offer. I do feel like it's going to be a very small offer. But the Chariot is about making big moves. But with the Page of Cups coming out, it's almost like make the move, but take baby steps. Divine Feminine, take baby steps. Understand where your person is at. Understand what they've just went through before you just jump in there is kind of what I'm picking up. Alright, now we're going to look at Alchemy. In the near future, Divine Feminine definitely turning a difficult situation into a positive situation. We have Two of Wands, makes an important decision and could have something to do with traveling. We also have Ten of Pentacles. This is goals, reaching your goals. And the Hanged Man, being in the present. The Hanged Man coming out for both sides. See that? But the Hanged Man does say a lot of times it's about releasing and letting go, clearly. But the Hanged Man is also about being in the present. Because the Hanged Man says that this person is too worried about the future and like too stressed out about the past. And they're not in the present. And I feel like what these cards are saying is you both are now in the present. Alright, also in the extended videos, the next thing we do is messages from your person. And I'm going to pull 3. I'll do 3 from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. And then I'll do 3 from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine, you have everything you're doing to heal is helping me. Definitely. I see you healing and I'm so proud of you. And I love you unconditionally. Beautiful. Alright, now we'll do Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. I am grateful for our journey. We are definitely in a living in gratitude. I can definitely feel that collectively. I'm doing this to protect you. I do feel like Divine Feminine feels that they have to do this journey to help Divine Masculine. I'm kind of picking that up collectively. There's a part in a song. I was actually talking to a few of you guys about it. We were all listening and hearing the same songs on the same days. So if you guys watch me and talk to me outside of the YouTube, then you'll know we were talking about the song Cowboys and Angels. It very much talks in there about there is a lyric that says, I die for her, she lives for me. And we were very much talking about that. And that's very much like why we do the journey. Very much feel like we're helping in some way. And that very much helps us like push forward. And we also have I don't know what to do coming out. I definitely feel that. I feel like Divine Feminine is at this stage where Divine Masculine has released. And we really don't know like what's coming next. Alright guys, now we're going to do guidance, and this is going to be magical times and angel answers together. Direct messages to you from Spirit about this situation. What can you expect to see coming? What should you do? Rebirth. No matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past and accept the positive change that is coming. No need to worry. Look at that. Forgiveness. I definitely picked that up and felt that throughout the whole reading. Love. Listen to your heart. Embrace what makes you happy. There are 1,000,000 reasons to love. Pilgrimage. You're on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. Reconciliation. Remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. Definitely pick that up with the Page of Cups and the Chariot. Alright guys, I'm going to end the reading there. I hope this reading was helpful. If it does resonate, please make sure to check out the Etsy shop. I do offer twin flame readings. I also offer coupons for twin flames. I understand how difficult this journey can be. I also remember in my early parts of this journey, not being able to just plop money down for a reading. So if you guys do need a coupon, please just message me. You can send me an email or you can message me through the Etsy shop and I will gladly help you out. All right, everyone, I am sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey.